Everyone uses the internet every day. How long do you use it a day? 30 minutes? 2 hours? It's difficult for us to stop browsing, isn't it?
Yes, I especially love using Instagram. I enjoy looking at pictures and videos every day.
See, these are my Instagram recommended posts.
These are mine. Oh, your screen and mine have different posts.
That's true. Why is it different?
That's because Instagram has a program function called algorithm.
What is algorithm?
Algorithm is one programs in Instagram servers. Algorithm analyze each person's preference from their search and browsing history and shows the recommendations.
Wow, how useful it is!
Yes, it's very convenient. But recently we have a problem. Have you ever heard of filter bubble?
No, tell us in details.
Okay, look at this picture. Algorithm learns our click behaviors, search and browsing history. It gives us related information. It shows only information or news that we are interested in. As a result, we are only surrounded by limited information. This situation called filter bubble because it's as if we are locked in a bubble.
I see. It's like we are inside the bubble.
Let's see some examples. How about you, Taiwanese friends?
As Komugi mentioned, algorithms are the very reason for filter bubbles. It happens a lot in our daily life, and it's all around us. Examples such as ads on social media. Our cell phones track our browsers, thus being able to know our preferences and interests. Another example is apps like Instagram. They record our movements throughout the app, and after sending the data back to the servers, they analyze the data and send back the ads we are most likely to be interested in.
For me, I see ads like closest the most in my recommendations as I always click on the websites they show. I find that the more I tap on the same category, the more similar ads I get on my smartphone. These ads increase my desire to purchase many more things than what I actually need and also cause irrational overconsumption. Seeing only one kind of ad is a disadvantage to me as I cannot get to see any other kind of ads, which may be more like a need than a want.
For me, I like to produce music, so I follow a lot of musicians. I mostly listen to electronic dance music, and I also check out deals for musical equipment regularly, so that all the ads I get are somewhat connected to EDM. For instance, producer packs, plugins, DJ turntables, and stuff along those lines.
Filter bubbles not only happen in these kind of daily issues, but also happen when we are browsing news like the recent American presidential election. Even though we follow both sides in order to create equal judgment, we still get only one side of information because of algorithms. This creates the illusion that we see everything on the internet when we actually aren't. Let's see what Momoga and Himeya are going to tell us about.
Okay, we will tell you about case 2.
Recently, election activities are sometimes held online because coronavirus has spread. When we hold such an election, each person follows candidate he or she wants to support. Once we follow them, we can get huge amount of information. Thanks to filter bubble, we have some benefits. First, we can get information without searching many times. Second, we can save time. It seems that the filter bubble is a great function and has good things. However, it has actually bad sides. Because of filter bubble, information about other people may not come in. then we cannot judge fairly. It has a big influence on the elections.
The way of thinking is different depending on the person. However, because of the filter bubbles, our point of view is narrow. It is difficult to think about things from another perspective because with filter bubbles, you can only see things from a single point of view.
To summarize, first off, creators of social media platforms or other sources of information should strive to shut down biased websites and acknowledge their civic duty to users who use the platforms. It is important for users to see content that differs from their point of view.
Next, schools. Education is crucial to this issue. One of the biggest problems with filter bubbles is that people don't realize they are in them. Thus, if awareness can be brought to them through education, that would help decrease filter bubbles' negative effects.
Last but not least, as a modern citizen, being able to recognize the information around us is vital. If we cannot control how algorithms work, all we can do is to
Be aware of filter bubbles!
thank you.
Okay, I'm going to answer Claire's question. And that's we learned about the echo chamber in our first year of senior high school. And in order to think up a topic about the undercurrents of social media, we thought of the ads on our social media and then do research about the filter bubbles, thus get to know about algorithms.
And then I'm going to answer Linda's questions. While we are surfing the internet, we should keep our self-awareness in our minds. As soon as we notice that the information is starting to be unbalanced, we should actively browse different points of view so that we can get the complete information without being stuck in filter bubbles.
I will be answering Kelly's question. Um, yes, we do. In Taiwan's Citizen and Society class, we learn political science, law, sociology, etc. Media literacy is one of the chapters in the senior year. We have been taught to know media types, the responsibilities of audience, and trying to identify disinformation.
And now it's Japanese students' turn. Thank you.
2020, the students are time to answer.
Hey, you haven't unmute your microphone.
Tommy, please turn on your microphone.
Thank you, Claire, for a nice question. Thank you for thank you.
Unmute your microphone.
Hello, can you hear us? Hello. 私まだマスクつけてるから遅れてる遅い。Hello, can you hear us? Thank you, Claire, for a nice question. The question is, how did you think of this topic and how did you get to know the idea of filter bubble? The answer is via many SNS such as Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We often have recommended video and pictures. We wondered why it happened. Then we made research. Thank you. Next question. Thank you for Fujian High School for a nice question. The question is how to be aware of filter bubble. The answer is, I will tell you our answer. First, we should run the filter bubble, not to be surrounded limited information. We should research various words. Also, it's important for us to discuss something with people who give different opinions. Thank you for Future High School. The question is, do you think it is